The term overcast and hem refers to being able to go over the raw edge so it doesn't unravel and seam it all at once. So I've cut a little neckline out of my fabric and I want to apply this ribbing to the edge. So I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to take my raw edges and match them up to the raw edge of the neckline. So if I had a serger, well, that would be the easiest. But maybe my serger has black thread on it and I'm already threaded up with the right color at the sewing machine and I only have to go a little distance. This would be a time to know your overlock stitches and which ones would be right for your fabric. So in your stitch menu, you have a whole section in your utilities stitches, your group 2 here, Overcast Stitches. So all of these are available for use. Now if you don't remember what they're for, what their names are, you can touch the question mark, touch the stitch, and it'll give you an idea of what and how it's supposed to be used. So if I'm just doing something simple, I'm looking for a stitch that's going to go over the edge and then create a line over on this side. And as you notice by most of these stitches, they will do just that. So as I go in, and we'll just do number 6, it does tell me to put foot number 3 on. And so this can be used for blind hems, for overcasting. Pretty much this little red marking can be adjusted by the screw on the side and be set for following along the edge of fabric. It is also an Idt foot, so by having the dual feet engaged, while you're doing this, your fabric's not going to get all stretched out, because usually this is something that is done on the edge, it's done on stretchy knit fabrics, all those different layers. Well, no problem. I will find myself, though, not knowing where I want to put the fabric. So if I touch the presser foot down button and then push it again, it pops back up, and that way I can kind of determine, oh, yep, there I am. I'm all lined up, and as soon as I step on my foot control, it'll start to go, the foot down, and I can start to sew. Now, usually with ribbing, for example, ribbing is usually stretched while we're sewing, so I'm going to give it a little bit of stretch, but I'm keeping both the edges kind of coming in right at that red mark, even though I am kind of stitching on a curve here. Now, of course, if you don't have a serger, that will probably be something you'd like to have in your future. You know, the sergers are not glamorous at all, but they do the work that that really makes everything look a lot more professional. Plus, it goes a lot faster. If you're noticing, this stitch is going forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. It's technically taking, it's not as quick of a stitch to sew. And a serger will have done it, well, instantly. So keep that in mind as maybe a future purchase. Is a serger is a great feature for all that you're working on. So here's what we're talking about. We're going over the edge, we're making it all connected, but there's also a seam that is done, plus everything still stretches and gives. And it was easily guided by the foot that was recommended for this stitch. So the machine's going to do practically the work for you. It'll tell you how it's going to be used, tell you what foot to put on, and for you, all you have to do is enjoy the process of guiding it through.